Welcome to Milestone 1, the first, at least of GPE205. Starting off, tank model. It's right here. It's there, right there. And there's the camera. So it is in here. This scene that I have built is made for testing. These boxes will just like fall. These ones are unmovable. Boxes to not move and boxes to move. You can set each one of these their masses, and that's easier for them to move. We can show that right now. So press play, wait for it to load. When it starts up, the boxes will fall, but they can somewhat be pushed. But if we click on like this guy, and we can set it like its mass to like 0.01, and then one of these should be able to move pretty easily. Yep, there we go. So you can set their masses to different things, so we can move them around, shoot at them. Oh, well, if I didn't miss. And then these guys, it just shows that there's a wall that you can't go through. Very simple, very easy. And then game manager is existing. It is, get rid of this guy right here. So just exists. It is a vibe in the thing. And then we can show, it has an easy lists in here, but if we go actually to our, we'll just click and we'll edit the script in here. This makes it a singleton. Up here we also have the instance, so anybody could access it. And then player controller and tank classes exist. There are both up here. So we have our controller player, our controller, our pawn tank, and pawn is right here. So they exist as abstract classes, and then these inherit here, which is really easy to do. Player input in player controller. We're already in the controller. It is right here in make decisions. This is the new movement system. Input actions get enabled. This just adds stuff, but it's here, and then there's controller. Boom. We make decisions. That's only what the update does. It's just going to make decisions. And then in here, we have our movements, our inputs. They read the values, and then it tells it to move according to the vector that we have, thanks to Unity being great with their new system. There are no input keys to be shown in the editor. However, you can find them in the project settings. Input manager, input system. Yep, input system, move, WASD. We have other stuff here, and then we have our shoot. It's all here. It's just a different way of finding it. All of them are related via tank pawn components. So, starting off, we'll go in here. I have a bunch of tank pawn in the tank pawn. You can find all of them in here. Health, death, mover. You can access all of them in the tank itself. Just by, well, it's not in here. It's in the yeah, but you can find all this stuff in here. Going through, it would just be getting the component. Movement is in the tank mover, which has both of its classes. This is the mover, which is getting what it needs as an abstract. It's telling this, and then here's the mover tank, which is a lot more work. But this is just getting that same abstract and applying it to a rigid body. Rigid body uses move position. And then it uses transform.rotate down here. This one is just this, but drawn out. Exact same kind of idea. We have our float, we have a rotation amount, we rotate on the X, times our turn speed, delta time, and then we actually do our rotation. So depending on what that vector is on the rotate direction, is it -1, is it +1? Movement rotation uses speed variables and are time-based. Time-based, since we're already down here, is this guy. And then they all have a move speed in here that is found in the mover. Oh, I lied. The move speed is here, found in the pawn, which is one of these. There, mover. So this is where we get the mover. This is where we have the move speed and turn speed. You get lost in the sauce eventually. It's not frame based. We already did that. Shooting is performed through a tank shooter. Tank shooter. This one will be used for everything. It has its bullet. It has its void that it needs. And has its fire force, which then is eventually put in here. When we make the thing, we grab the bullet that we just made and we force its speed in the bullet class to be whatever we have in here. So I don't have to constantly click between 13 different prefabs, because those do get annoying to click between. Shooter component fires shells in a direction. Physics is fun. It uses the exact same movement that our tank does. It uses transform on a vector 3. The real difference is that it actually does have a rigid body. That, where is my bullet? Here. It is just a giant circle with a rigid body. I don't have it using gravity. It could use gravity, and then it would just fall down. I like it straight for now. If I wanted to when we eventually change it, it's just by using gravity. And then we can actually see it shoot, and they shoot in the direction. So we're facing this way. I'm gonna click on it. It shoots. It'll take 5 seconds, and then it'll delete itself, destroys itself. It takes 3-second reload currently, but we can shoot at things and it destroys itself. Shoot, destroy. Very simple, very easy. I cannot spam. I have to wait like 3 seconds. I don't exactly remember what exactly I said to do. It's in here. Reload time, 3 seconds. Yeah, I was right, 3 seconds. The shooter, no limitless fire rate. Then we go into our shooter, which has the fire force, has the bullet, and then the damage is here. Just to switch, if you really wanted to switch them around, we can add to the other one too. Boom. So now it's in all of them, just to be sure if we needed it in any of them. The bullet will probably hold its damage for now. We'll see how I end up liking it a little bit later. Health does exist, and a max health does exist along with all of our take damages. I have a normal health that has all of the components, and then I have a health tank. This is what's actually attached. It doesn't have anything in it yet, mostly because there isn't anything to distinguish it from normal health yet. But it is there, and there are ways to mess around with all of these. So they're virtual, is so that 99.9% of the time I'll probably keep these the same. But in the rare chance that maybe I wanted to do something on the tank, on its start or its take damage, I can add it. Maybe if I wanted to add a sound effect, I could reset it at the take damage and then throw in base take damage. So we have that. It does have a death die. There is a death component that has a die for its abstract. And we have a do death tank destroy. It'll destroy this. So when it dies, it'll explode itself. And then shells are triggers. Ka-chow. On the other one collides, it'll check if it has health. If it doesn't have health, if health doesn't equal null, so if it has a health, it'll take damage. Equal to the damage right here. It's all just in one area. Very nice. It's clean. It's delicious. That's right here. And then actually in the... Let it load. Any faster? Right here. Bullet. Our speed, our damage, our lifetime. It's all in here. But most importantly, up here, it is a trigger. And that is all of it, just to go through for a final once through and a gameplay check. We start it. When we actually tap on it, we can fire within 3 seconds. We can push objects around. We get pushed around. We hit a thing. It doesn't let us go through a wall. When we do shoot, it can destroy itself on the wall. Or if we shoot in a random direction, that will eventually disappear after about 5 seconds. And now it's gone.